Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So, a couple of things going on here. So, firstly, is this a wedge break and retest? This is probably the best structure of all the indexes that I've looked at this morning, which is the S&P 500 and the DAX 40. The other thing that you do have here, and it's a question you also need to ask yourself, is that some kind of a megaphone or channel formation as well? So there's a couple of scenarios brewing here. So the trick to all of this could be a break and retest of that flag. That is the one thing you need to keep in the back of your mind. So what we're looking for is price action in this zone that indicates that that is what is going to happen. And then what we're looking for is a move pretty much to this area here, which is 32,394. So that's kind of the view that we've got. Looking at the oscillators on the 8-hour, that is also what we should be doing. You can see we crossed over pointing up. So it's not a situation where you need to be looking for shorts down in this area. Lots of chaos here as well. You can see there's a lot going on here. So even if we do start dropping below the lows of last week, I'd be a little bit skeptical because I suspect we would be caught out by one of these tails here where they would find support. So on the 8-hour, this is not looking like something I want to be jumping in, even though we had this big up, big down, big confusing day to going into the close. To me at the moment, that is what it looks like. Look at the 3-hour. Solid break, solid retest, so that's the concerning part. But then a bit of a range bar, and then we're just going sideways here, just off structure. So get down to the hour, which is what we want to be trading, and you can see that's a slight lower low, and that is a higher low on the oscillator. So that is an indication that we have potential diversions. Trend is down, granted. That is what we should be looking at the moment. We should be looking to trade with the trend. The thing is, I don't expect it just to continue here. I think you should rather be looking for a rejection higher up, and that would be at 31,600 would be the closest one, and the next one would be up there, which would be 31,700. So that zone there where you can see we spent most of yesterday, most of Friday, that is the area to be paying attention to for a rejection, and that is on the hour. However, we start moving down through the time frames, and you can see strong move down, but that is a big inside bar, not quite off the structure. Well, that's actually the wrong bit of structure we're looking at. So let me just get to the hour, just make sure we're not missing something here. Just want to get, there is right there. So you can see this area here on the 29th of August. You can see all these tails. So each one of these tails would offer a zone, should I say, or an area of resistance. And if I just put one on the highest point and one on the lowest point, and I'm only looking at the fractals, you see that's kind of what we rejected there, and then we rejected it again on Friday. So there it is there. Now you can see we got up there, missed the first one, pulled back. All these gaps is always an indication that price is coming back, and this was data driven. Market opened and then we fell. Biden also had some kind of a weird political speech as well, which probably impacted the market at the same time. So what are we looking at the moment? If we get back into this area and we start rejecting, probably a decent area for a short. Only concern I've got is we're above and below moving averages at the moment. So we'd just want to move this one a little bit down, pick up this low tail here. So we'd want to get a rejection pretty much off 13,560 for a continuation down. Okay, if this is a wedge and this is a wedge retest here, this is your stop area, which is the lows of Friday. So I'm just going to put it in. That's your lows of the Friday there. That's 31,176. So I don't see another area of support here. Oh, we're going to make this chart so messy now. Okay, so areas of support at the moment are 31,313, 31,219, and 31,176. So this is the structure for today. If we get a rejection higher up here, and that's going to be somewhere off 31,560 or alternatively 31,700, then you're looking for another move down, and your take profit areas are down here: 31,313, 31,219, and 31,176. So that would be the first setup. If we start moving down during the trading session and find support down here, in other words, another inside bar off a level or a pin bar, then you're looking to be long on the break of that structure. So in other words, if you take this inside bar here as an example, this confirmation bar here would have been your trigger long, and your stop is just below it. And then you'd be looking for, again, 31,560 and 31,700. If you get through that, then I would expect us to move to the top and form a channel. Once we start breaking above the high of Friday, which is sitting here at 32,025, then that would validate this this flag a little bit better for me. But that's also right, and a small ride to take some profit. So to me, this is a very worthy the risk. Risk to reward will be fairly decent, because you can take a small position down in this zone somewhere if we do get support down here. With a tight stop loss, move a stop to entry as quick as possible. Your ultimate target is going to be up here at 32,394. Trouble with it is, look at all the levels in here. So expect volatility. That's all I can say. Expect it to bounce off here, bounce off the top, break the downside, bounce off the bottom, then back in. So it's really going to be volatile. It's going to be confusing. Your best bet to do this kind of stuff, if you don't have the time, then rather sit back and wait for it. But if you do have the time to sit and watch what's going on the charts, pay attention to the 5-minute charts. You can see here there was opportunities to buy all through the day. The selling opportunity was not confirmed. It could be confirmed here. So that would give you the opportunity. But then you need to sit and watch it. You can't just put the trade in and wait for a couple of hours and keep looking on it and have your take profit areas. You're going to have to be very, very careful about what you do. And your profit sizes will be a little bit smaller, but so will your risk. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Really volatile, lots of structure in this zone that we're in. So you can reject or break any one of these the blink of an eye, and I think that was proven on Friday with this massive fall. So that's kind of my view at the moment. I'm not convinced we're going up or down just yet. I'm not convinced that is a flag. Could be part of a bigger channel, but the lows of last week are key. If we drop below those and we come back and test it, then you're more than likely going to come and test these tails here. So it'll drop, not quickly, but it'll definitely drop into this zone here, ultimately getting down, I think, into that kind of area, which would be at 30,473. Okay, anyway, that's kind of my view today. Hope that helps somewhat, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.